important point of a project. The suggestions everyone put in, the help everyone does, and the corrections everyone made for each other is the most important part. Not for this, for everyone.
Okay.
This also helps in remembering the topics that day we have done this thing wrong and somebody else helped me corrected this issues and this process. So it was a good, and I guess this agile mind mapping was good, and I guess on group one everyone enjoyed, everyone helped each other, and we did a little silly mistakes, but Archana ma'am and a lot of I think there are a lot of people there who helped each other to make their program success. It was good
Thank
for
you.
us.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to share? And please raise your hands. Anyone would like to share? G. Anyone? Nobody? So let's go to the straight forward to the exercise number one. So team one, you have 10 minutes. Archana, Aziz, Bilal, Ishtiaq, Ubaid, Piyush, Jawad, Amjad, Kiani. Team one, your time starts. 10 minutes now. Please share your screen. G, team one, please share your screen. Who is sharing from team one?
Sorry, I wasn't able to share that for you.
Bilal. 10-minute timer. Okay.
There are no timers set.
Okay. Please, guys, start. Bilal.
Okay, I'll go to
Set a timer of 10 minutes.
Okay, sir. We do have like two different approaches over here. One of this is the productive one, and the second one is the agile one. Let's just go with the productive one. We have initiated our case, our project case with the business development need assessment. We have done we have initiated the business case. We have viewed their ROI, NPV, IR values. Then we have initiated with its project charter. We have identified stakeholders. We have started a while doing stakeholder register over here. Okay, we have added like 3 documents over here: project charter, assumption log, and stakeholder identification of stakeholders. Then we are moving into the planning phase. In planning phase, we need to have like 18 plans. We sorted like 8 to 9 plans over here, in which we do have scope, schedule, cost, quality, communication, risk management plan, procurement management plan, stakeholder, resource management plan, and team performance over here. Their outputs will be our baseline in which we will be having scope baseline, cost baseline, schedule baseline, and the performance management baseline. On in When we're moving in an execution phase, we have to manage our scope, schedule, cost, quality, communication. We need to manage our risk responses. We need to manage our procurement, stakeholder management, resources, and the overall performance. Their output will be work performance data, team performance assessment, selected sellers, what we do have, contracts, what we do have, issue log, and the lesson learned register. In Now we are moving into controlling and monitoring and controlling phase, in which we have to validate our scope, validate our schedule as well. We have to not only validate our scope, we have to control our scope as well. We have to control our costs. We have to control our quality, monitor the communication by having different channels we have set earlier in a planning phase. Monitor our risk as per we have managed, as we have finally shortlisted in our planning phase. Control procurement process as per the contract or the process or the techniques we have settled in the planning phase. We need to manage and audit all those things. Stakeholder management as per our quadrants, as per influence, power influence matrix. We need to manage all those stakeholders as per their requirement, as per we are managing in our planning stakeholder register. Now we are having our control resources, which we have shortlisted in the planning phase through a resource management plan, and now we are just overviewing and auditing that our resources are fulfilling adequate for our project or not. Now we are moving in our closeout phase. In closeout phase, we do have our final project or product service or its results in a transition. We need to have the final report for a closeout phase. After that, we will be moving into our integration phase, in which we have to approve changes, change log, configuration, change management. This was our whole approach. We just follow straight away approach, predictive approach in all these five processes. Now we do have agile. Agile do have like 12 principles and four values. Here we can see our value. There are four values and information indicators. Let's start with our process. Initially, we do have like our product backlog. Product backlog will be having like product vision. Initially, we do have like product vision, product roadmap. We need to release the product plan, sprint and the sprint plan. Then we will be having our zero sprint. So once we're done with our zero sprint, we will be having our product backlog. The owner will be there, and he will be telling about the sprint planning and rolling wave planning. After that, we'll be having the review in it. Okay. Rejected stories or new stories, it's ongoing process. Since it's agile, we do have requirements. So we do have iterations on a frequent basis. So it will be ongoing process. We will be having a story. We will be accepting those or rejecting those, or we will be moving forward with the case. So once we are done with the stories, we will be having our backlog, sprint backlog. Sprint backlog will be having our iteration, daily stand-ups, iteration, and a review, a retrospective, and output product increment. The output of iteration will be our sprint zero. Sprint zero will be having our POC, architecture spike, and a REST spike. The output of iteration review will be our DOD and acceptance criteria. We are having user stories. We have to we do have like prioritize techniques for user stories, 100-point techniques, in which we are going to give like 100 points to our users or sponsors or stakeholders who will be giving those points to all those user stories that they want to add in existing program. The model stories must have, would have gone over prioritizing of the user stories as per customer delight. Now story points estimation, it's ideal hours, affinity, it depends on the familiarity. So Bukoni, complexity of US increases the outcome of the progress, planning poker, note that the story point estimate is done by the team. Okay, it will be done by the team. Scrum ceremonies, we will be having the sprint planning, sprint teams, daily stand-ups. Stand-ups, we will be having like 15-minute meeting. We will be discussing and what are the problems, the bottlenecks, that's it. After that, we'll be having sprint review, in which we'll be having PO, Scrum Master, team members, and the stakeholder will be part of that. Demo of our MVP, which we have created in our artificial spike phase. We'll be doing that one. The stakeholder team, gather data and feedback on the improvement. Okay. Once we have done with our MVP, we'll move with this sprint retrospective to have any altercation if we are having that plan. Then we are having our information radiator, so the burnout chart, pending in it, burnout chart, while completed in it, and task board, tasks in progress, Kanban board visualizes our overall work progress overall. So that was our whole journey for last 60 minutes.
No, I categorically said that at least 3% will explain.
Ms. Archana will join. Ms. Archana will be adding value.
You said that that was the entire journey. No, if you have completed the entire journey.
No, I have missed few points.
No. Now that is called understand 4 hours of communication. I have it on recording. You said that is our entire journey of last 60 minutes. How many agrees that he said that?
Actually, we never had the time to finalize who will be doing who will doing
that is
what.
So it's a very beautiful mind map. Let me point out the good points. It's a very beautiful mind map. I really loved the way how you used your voice and try to complete a lot of things in 7 minutes and 40 seconds. That was very beautiful. Okay, mind map is one of the most like visually beautifully mind map. Okay, so it was very well crafted. So very well done. Well done. Okay, let's talk about team 2. Team 2, he set some good standards for you guys. So let's see how you can take it from there. Okay, Kapil Dev, Satik, Faisal, Rajiv, Satya, Tani, Sam, Kashif. Please, team 2. Who has done in that team 2?
I'm sharing my screen.
Your time starts now.
So we started with the need assessment. Then every project will have its benefit management plan that talks about what benefit that will come out of the project, and then business use case, what we want to do. So after we have both of them, there will be initiation phase where we create a project charter to outline what the project is and what needs to be done, and then we will have assumption log about what assumptions are for that particular project, and then stakeholder registry that indicates who are the main stakeholders who will be influential, and then the other who can take the decisions and other details. Then comes the planning phase. We have like 18 plans for the project management plan, which indicates which take care of each and every category of the entire project. So the whole project will be planned in the planning phase. After that, that comes the execution phase where developers will execute the details or the project that was given to them handout. And then in the monitoring and control phase, we test the quality of the product that was done in that, but in the project that was done in the execution phase. So which is verified and then delivered to the consumer. And then comes the closing where we document all the details about the project, what went wrong, and all the discussions will be done, and we prepare the final report for the project. So these are the 18, like we got like about 9 to 10. So these are the project management plans. So that's the start of it. Faisal, can you go forward with other topics?
Yes, yeah. Can you please zoom over on the risk side or agile?
Do you want to go with the risk first or agile?
Agile.
Okay.
First one we have an agile. Agile has three artifacts. So the three artifacts are the product backlog, product increment, sprint backlog, and after we have ceremonies, 5 ceremonies like sprint planning, daily stand-up, sprint review, and sprint retrospective. Now we in agile prioritize the what should be have done, must to have, should have, could have, and would have. After that we move. Can you little bit Satya zoom? We so small.
Okay.
We have three roles, right? Product owner, development team, and scrum master. And after that we have information radiators, burn down chart, burn up chart, and task board and Kanban. And after moving towards the team, so they're a little bit down. Yes. Now our team, we have an emotional intelligence. After we have Tuckman ladder, forming, storming, norming, performing, and after we have the motivational theories, is hierarchy theories, Moscow XY theory, McLaren theory, and Hollow effect. We have important document like team charter, and we have a level of conflicts in team like 501 levels, so like problem to solve, disagreement, context to say a world war, and after we have strategies for the conflict, and there are the problem solving, accommodate, force, and direct and avoid, compromise, and resource. We have four types of resources: manpower, machinery, and money, material. After that we have a RSA matrix with a responsible, accountable, consultant, and responsible. Now moving forward to the couple.
Yep. Can you zoom out? Okay, more. Little more. I need your help also because I think to explain if you can understand also.
Yep.
So can you zoom out more? Difficult to see. I think we start after that teams, after the agile. Yep. Can you go to the team? Yeah.
Yeah, teams we just covered. I think we need to go with risk.
Can you zoom out a little bit? Cannot see. More. Can you go? This is risk register. Can you go?
Is this good?
No, this is risk register basically. Can you go to the team? So let me explain the team. We have discussed about the team. Can you go left? And the team, we discussed about the emotional intelligence and Tuckman ladder, motivational theories. And the Tuckman ladder, we say that forming, there are four things like forming, storming, norming, and performing, and journeying. And in the motivational theories like the theory, Maslow theory, XY theory, McKen theory, and Hollow effect. And then we went to the level of conflict in the team. In that level of conflict, there will be like problem solve, law one, and then disagreement, then context, and proceed. And then in the conflict resolution strategy, there will be like problem solving, accommodate, force to direct, avoid, and compromise. And then we move to resource type in the team. It will be like manpower, machinery, money, and material. After that, resource planning, it's a recipe. The remaining will be after the team quality, right?
7 minutes has passed.
Quality is, I believe, remaining. We have completed the quality. In the quality, we say that plan quality, manage quality, and control quality.
Sorry.
Okay. In the plan quality, like quality metrics, cost of quality, and in the cost of quality, one is like conformance and non-conformance. And then we move to the managed quality. In the managed quality, it's like a sampling and all the way of doing the quality, taking the samples and all. Then control quality. In control quality, it will be like verify, delivered, validate, and accepted by the client. I believe that's all.
Okay, that's all. Okay, that was a good team management. But few things we need to learn from here, Satya. Your visuals were not compelling. Like the things were clusters in so many ways. Even I was unable to see what they want to do. Right?
Yeah.
The good thing was time management. The good thing was you guys made it. But those even your team members were confused. What we have to read, what we not have to.
Yeah, then it got little. The mapping got little complicated.
In which document we will update that? First in which
in the issue log.
First we will update in the issue log. Now for team 3, in which document we will update it? Risk register, because this can happen in the same project. If in the future project, next time you join any mind map exercise or things like that, then lesson learn register. Okay, so team 3, I hope you have taken some lesson from them and put in your risk register. Akhtar, Javed, Ali, Faraz, Irfan, Prince, Vishal, Numan, Fazan, Rana. Please share your mind map, guys.
Sure.
Your time starts now. Ji Faraz sir, waiting.
So I'll start with the fundamentals. I follow the same sequence as we studied out throughout this journey. First of all, I'll talk about the fundamentals. In fundamentals, just need to, okay. We have the organizational structure. We have three types of organization: the projectized, matrix, and the functional. Project I, in which the PM has more authority. The functional PM has a sort of expert type role. The matrix has three stages: a weak, balanced, and strong. In weak organization, PM role is more of a coordinator and balance the both. The functional, the PM has a role of a project authority role. In the strong, they have the project manager has more authority in a strong matrix organization. So coming on the top, we have the portfolio. The portfolio we have we can manage multiple programs. In one program, we can manage different projects with the same nature. We have how can we start a project? We first have to assess a need, and then based on that we develop a business case and the business management plan, and then we will develop a project charter. The once the project is charter is signed by the sponsor, the project manager is assigned to it. And then the project manager, what we have in the project charter, we have a high level requirement of the project. We have the assumption logs and the high level key stakeholders mentioned in the project charter. So there are two type of factors that generally project encounter: the OP and the EF. The OP are mostly internal. The EF are internal external, like the pastor and the PM. The project management from a system. The OP like the lesson learned repository and registers. So I'll take you down. So after assigning the project, we will come in. We come into the process group of our project management, like the planning, initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, controlling, and closing. In planning, we have the scope management plan, the quality management plan, the schedule management plan, stakeholder management plan. So I'll give you explain you one by one. So first of all, we will talk about the stakeholder, in which we actually identify the stakeholder by using different techniques, the questionnaires, the workshops, the focus groups. And then we categorize the stakeholder based on the directional, like are they upwards, downwards, external. And once the categorization is done, then we actually assess their power and interest level by using power interest grade, the high, and then we plot them in a chart, like the more power and the more interest if a stakeholder has. So we have to keep them managed very closely. So this is how the stakeholder power and grid matrix works. And then we have salience model, the stakeholder cube. And then in the stakeholder engagement plans, we actually develop a stakeholder engagement matrix in which we draw a stakeholder based on these three types. Are they unaware or aware, resistant, neutral, supporting, and leading the project. And then we talk about the communication management plan. The communication management plan, then we talk about the famous 4 R's, right information, right time for the right people to have right impact, and what are the mode of communication that we can use: the encode, transition, decode, and feedback. And then the type of communication that we can use in the project, the pull or push or interactive. And then we can talk about the teams and resource. In resource, we basically the team goes through different stages. First, the forming stage, then we have a storming stage, the norming, the performing, and the journeying. The first stage in the first stage, the role of a PM is more of a directive. In storming and norming and performing, and the role of the PM is more of like coaching and mentoring. And then in team resource, we also talk about the famous human resource theories, the Maslow hierarchy theories, and the McGill theory, Hasbro theory, and the expectancy theory, hollow fact, and the McClellan theory, the power, expectation, achievement. So I'll take a control to my second, the member of my group, the Priyanka. Princey. So Princey, can you please take the control and explain it further?
Okay.
So
Can you please zoom a bit from?
zoom in.
Yeah, bit.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better. Okay, so you just finished it. Okay, so we were talking about team, and actually, I was supposed to take from stakeholder, but so from here we have divided that into. Our team is divided into 5 stages. Then forming, storming, that everything he have spoken about, and after that, okay, the team resources. Okay, we are having theories, Maslow's expectancy and Herzberg Hello effect. So after that, we have 5 stages of conflict as well. We have problem solving, and we are avoiding smoothing and win-lose situation as well. Then we move to the risk, which can you go? Okay. Okay, in the risk, we are identifying the risk in the first stage. Then we are adding them into the risk register. Then we are making a plan of risk management plan. In that, we have risk appetite, risk tolerance, threshold, seeker, and averser. Then we move to we have a qualitative and quantitative risk. So in qualitative, we have the probability and impact metrics, SWOT analysis, Delphi techniques, and historical data. In quantitative, it's some sort of 1 second. Can you move bit up? In quantitative, we have Monte Carlo, Tornado, and decision tree. These we have opportunity exploit, that is a positive risk, exploit, enhance, and share. And after that, okay, in the planned risk response, we have risk dealing strategies, whether it is proactive and the reactive ones. In the positive, we have enhance, exploit, and share. In negative, we have mitigate, avoid, or transfer to the other person. In reactive, we have active risk and passive risk. In this, they have secondary and residual risk as well. So, Fazil, who is the next person we have planned for?
Yes, Numan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Numan, can you please take the lead from here?
Yeah, please go down. See what's left. Just on QMP, I guess. Just a little bit down. We are done with the risk.
Yeah, a bit more down.
Yeah. So now comes with the quality. Yeah, we have now quality. We have 2 things in quality, that is QMP and managed quality. Then in QMP, we identify those as COC, CONC, and benchmarking, and checklists and check sheets. In managed quality control, we have process audit, verified deliverables, and quality assurance, and then we send product to the client. Again, can you to go down, please? Yeah. In procurement, we have 2 separate things, that we have a contract, and we can request the resource planning that comes like RFI, RFQ, RFP, and PSOW. Well, in contract, we have fixed price contracts, and we have cost reimbursements, and we have time and material and determination. If we have a fixed cost contract, then we have fixed cost incentives in there, and again, we have fixed cost rewards. In cost reimbursements, we have cost reimbursement incentives and cost reimbursements rewards, negotiations, and termination or arbitrator if we go to the conflict state in the contracts.
Time's up,
We
guys.
have scope.
Naman sahab, time's up. And the time's up, and time's up.
Yep.
You can hear the voice.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, very well done by the team. Really appreciate how you manage the time. A very good mind map. So a very good job. Rounds up. Very well.
Thank you.
Okay. Team 4, the team 3 did implemented lesson learned, and made a very beautiful mind map. Abdul Rahman Khan, Abid Hayat, Bhaskar Naveed, Adil Munir, Imran, Sohail Khan. Your time starts now.
Okay, so the sequence of presentation will be as follows. I will be giving the overview. Then Abid Yar will be explaining foundations and stakeholders. Then after that, Bhaskar Banerjee will be explaining about agile and quality. And I will be closing with teams, risk, and the closing part. So in PMP, we have overall 13 topics, starting from fundamentals and ending at closing. Now, Abid Hayat, can you please?
Okay, in fundamental, we have basically the organization, and we have different types of organization. That's the functional organization, matrix organization, and projectized organization. Again, we have three types inside the matrix organization. That's the strong matrix, weak matrix, and balanced matrix. Okay, as far as the organization project management is concerned, so we have different scenarios, like we have the portfolio. Inside the portfolio, we have the projects, and inside the portfolio, we have the programs. And inside the programs, we have related projects. As far as the organization strategies are concerned, we have the portfolio. We pass our the direction through portfolio, and from portfolio through the program, and then to the project. And here in project, we have the basically need assessment, in which we go for the business value. So in business value, we have basically tangible benefits and intangible benefits. In tangible benefits, we go for the business case, in which we have benefit to cost analysis, payback period, return on investment, net present value, and internal rate of return. In intangible benefits, we go for the benefit management plan, where we're gonna register our brand. Okay, now basically in stakeholder, we first gonna identify the stakeholder and then document it through the, we can identify the stakeholder through the interviews for focus group, or through workshop or document analysis like Astral, and we have different EEF, etc. So once we document, then we're gonna prioritize them. So the basic tool we basically use for the prioritization of the stakeholder is power index matrix, where we go for the high power, high interest, low power, high interest, and low power, low interest, blah blah. And second, then we go for the prioritization of the stakeholder. Again, we can use the salience model, which is specifically used for the large projects, and where there is a complex situation. So we have, again, the salience model, we have the power, legitimacy, urgency, and then we have the direction of influence. Those stakeholders which are reporting to me, they are downward. To whom I am reporting, they are upward, so then again sideward and outward. Again, we have the planning for the stakeholder. So we need to go for the stakeholder engagement assessment matrix. We gonna see the stakeholder are unaware, resistant, supportive, or leading. Any change in stakeholder management plan, if there is engage new stakeholder, we go for the change request and update the stakeholder management plan. So I will give it the control to the Bhaskarji to further elaborate.
Yeah, good evening. I will speak for Agile and quality. In Agile, basically, it has got two characteristics. First is incremental delivery, which is part by part, and the second is the iterative cycle, which things keep on moving. In Agile, time is fixed, and we also say time boxing, means it's according to the time. Now, Agile has got 4 values, and it has got 12 principles. And further to that, in Agile, The 4 values are customer collaboration over contract negotiation, then individual interaction over process tools. The third one is working solution over comprehensive documentation. And the last one is responding to change rather than following a plan. And we have got in Agile, we have got 6 benefits. That is accelerated delivery, the enhanced quality, then customer satisfaction, then greater flexibility, and what we call the sustainability, and the team collaboration is improved. Means we are having lot of then in Agile we have got 3 roles in Scrum. One is the product owner, then is the Scrum master, then is the development team. And in Scrum artifacts we have got 3 roles. This is product backlog, then the sprint backlog, and then is the increment. And in Agile we have got Scrum ceremonies. We have got 5 Scrum ceremonies. One is the sprint planning. Then we have got the daily Scrum, where 15 minutes we talk for the plan for the day, what we have done yesterday, same location. Then we have got sprint review. Then after that sprint retrospective, and finally it is sprint. Means entire thing happens in 1 to 4 weeks. Generally it is 2 weeks time boxing. And further to that, we have got information radiators. There are 4 information radiators: burn down chart, burn up chart, task board, and Kanban boards. In Agile, we have got some additional Scrum concepts also, like user stories. We have got story points. We have got velocity, estimation techniques, which the Scrum teams often use, like planning poker or some other things. And we have Spike also. We have Spike Zero concept. This is all about the Scrum. And further to that, can you zoom it a little bit? Then we have got this definition of ready, DOR, definition of done, DOD, and acceptance criteria. And we have got planning also, where rolling wave planning, where we plan at a higher level in the first, and as we move forward, we plan in detail. This is how the Agile framework works. Now coming back to quality. Can you zoom the quality? Yeah, quality. In quality, we have got basically 7 tools. That is Pareto analysis, control charts, scatter diagram, checklist, check sheets, burn down charts, and statistical sampling. We have got process in quality. One is a plan quality, one is a managed quality, and is a control quality. Then we have got quality standards, where it is cost of quality and benchmarking. In cost of quality, we have got cost of conformance or cost of non-conformance. In cost of conformance, we have got cost of assurance and cost of prevention. Whereas in cost of non-conformance, we have got cost of appraisal and cost of failure.
Okay, now coming towards the team. In teams, we have team charter, in which we define overall what will be the composition and the further details, including the ground rules. We have stages of the teams as defined by the Tuckman ladder: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. And in conflict, we have 5 levels: problem to solve, disagreement, contest, crusade, and then the world war. And we have some management techniques of the conflict, like problem solving, collaboration, forcing, directing, accommodating, soothing, avoid, withdraw, or compromising. In teams, we have emotional quotient, which is self-awareness, self-management, social skills, empathy, and motivation. Further describing the motivation, we have Maslow theory, Eisenberg's 2-factor theory, McGregor theory X and theory Y, McLean's motivation theory, Halo effect, and the expectancy theory. Now coming towards the risk. In risk, first we have to identify the risk. We will identify the risk by SWOT analysis, OPS, EEF, PESTEL, and expert judgment. Then we'll prioritize the risk by putting it in the risk register. Further, we will do qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis. And in quantitative analysis, we have influence diagram, Monte Carlo analysis, decision tree, tornado analysis, and EMB. Then we'll go towards the risk response, which is proactive risk response and reactive risk response. And we will move toward the contingency plan. We will have 2 plans, plan A and plan B. Plan B, we call it the fall black plan. Then in monitoring and control, we have risk, which we will put in the risk report, and issue, which we will put in the issue log. Further, we have a scope. In a scope, we have requirement management plan and product requirement collection. And then schedule, we have plan schedule management in which we define activities, sequence of activities, estimate activity durations, develop a schedule and control schedule. We have then cost, change management, and in closing. And in closing, we have two cases. First case in which we complete the project, second in which we cancel the project. The steps of the closing will be, first we will take formal approval from client, then approval from sponsor for closing, then write final report, then update the benefits management plan, then formal lessons learned register, or which will go towards the lessons repository, and project document which will go to the project archive, and both will go to the project to the OPS. Then finally we will administratively close the project and release the team. At last we will celebrate the success. And in case two, if the project is cancelled, then we will skip the approval from clients step, and rest will be as follows. Thank you. That's all from Team 4.
Very well done. Very well done. It was a very well coordinated and 7 seconds before, and the entire team participated in a way. I really loved it. So with every team, I'm very happy you are using the lessons that previous team have used and implemented it beautifully. So team 5, I understand a very big responsibility on you, Adil, Brinsi, Harun, Irshad, Musa, Sayed Arif, and SI. So your time starts now. 10 minutes timer.
Okay,
Hi, good evening. So I'll just start initially and then I'll hand it over to my team members. So we started with project management plan itself as or a PMP itself as a project. So when we say every organization needs to have a business value or a needs assignment, and we have business case and business management plan under it, where business case is moreover like a tangible and business management plan is like it's also under that itself. And under both of them goes into the project life cycle. And when we say project life cycle, we do have initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closure, and then we hand it over to the operations. Under the project management plan, when we say about different factors, we do have OPAs as our organizational process assets, as well as the EF, that is PESTEL, as well as PMIS, that is a project management information tool. And from there, we also have to understand that every project do have every project management office do have a project management office which has controlling, supporting, as well as directive helping teams as well. Now I hand it over to Harun to help us guide us on to Agile.
Yeah. In the Agile, the 4 values are there. In the 4 values, individual interaction over practices and tool, customer collaboration over contract management, working software over comprehensive documentation, responding to change over change management. And the 12 principles are there. Early delivery of the product, adopt to change, frequent delivery, business and development cooperation, motivated individual face-to-face interaction, working software, maintain a certain pace, technical brilliance, simplicity, team, self-organization, and regular. Further, there are 3 main roles are there, product owner, scrum master, and development team. 3 artifacts are there, product backlog, sprint backlog, product increment, and 5 ceremonies are there. Sprint planning, daily stand-up, sprint review, checklist, DOR, DOD, and acceptance criteria. And the 5th one is a sprint retrospective. Further, information radiators are there, task board, Kanban board, and one countdown. Basic we elaborate in Agile. So further, Adil Saab will continue.
Yeah, and we have a stakeholder management plan here. First of all, we will identify the stakeholders and we will put them in the stakeholder register. And then we will categorize them and prioritize them on the basis of this power interest matrix and stakeholder. Please increase this, Binsi, S4. Sorry, please. Yes, 3D cube, stakeholder 3D cube, and salience model. We use this to prioritize the stakeholder register. Then we go to this, Then we make this stakeholder engagement plan where we have this assessment matrix that as we check this stakeholders are resistant, neutral, leading, supportive, or unaware. It's and then this one stakeholder. Then we have a communication management plan. We implement our strategies in this plan. We have 4 R's: right time, right info, right impact, and right people. We have 3 methods: push, pull, and interactive. Interactive is active listening and effective feedback. And then we have a resource management plan. In a resource management plan, we have please increase this font so I can see. Yeah, first we will identify the resources. The resources are 4 types: manpower, machinery, material, and money. For the team, we have in manpower we have team. As per the Tuckman ladder, team has 5 stages: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. Then we have this responsibilities. We assign the responsibilities on the basis of RACI and RAM matrix. And then when team builds and they start working, this conflict starting to build a conflict, and conflict has 5 stages: problem to solve, disagreement, contest, crusade, world war. And then PM's responsibility is to manage the conflict management. In conflict management, it comes under avoiding, forcing, problem solving, accommodating, and compromising. Then to motivate the team, there are 5 different theories, 5-6 theories. There's Halo effect, Maslow hierarchy, Herberg's 2 factors theory, McCormick theory of X and Y, McLean theory, expendency theory. And there are different leadership styles: directive, consolidation, servant leaders, consensus, and situational. And the remaining will Mr. Harun Risk, and the remaining he will explain.
Okay, it's not Harun. I'll take it over from risk management plan. Okay, so from risk management plan, first we identify risk, and when we say identification, we do have around 5 steps in that. We talk to expert judgments or SMEs, data analysis, data gathering, prompt lists, and meetings. Once we get a risk, we put them into a risk register, and then we classify it. And classification comes under schedule, cost, quality, and scope. And under prioritization, we do have a qualitative risk, which is a mandatory one, and then we have a quantitative. If it is not solving that, we'll go to a quantitative risk, which has got an influence diagram. Tornado earned money, monetary value, as well as Monte Carlo, as well as the decision tree, which are different analysis made. And then we have kind of a risk response strategy. We do have over here positive response as well as a negative response. When we say positive, that means moreover like an opportunity where we can share, exploit, accept, as well as escalate. And when we say negative, it's moreover like a threat, and we try to avoid, mitigate, or transfer. And all these risks contribute to like a contingency plan. That's moreover we study from a risk perspective. Then going down, we do have quality management plan. Inside quality, the first thing that we learned is about benchmarking tool, then about the cost of quality, that is different cost of conformance and cost of non-conformance. Then we did speak about the quality metrics, which does have a tolerance as well as a threshold limit. When we come on to the managed quality or quality assurance, we do have audit, checklist, control chart, and sampling. Audit will be done to the seller only if it has been agreed in the contract. And then once we come into the inspection phase, we do have different diagrams to analyze it or to do it. We do have histogram, Pareto chart, flow chart, scatter diagram, and designing of X. As part of quality control is also one of the steps in quality management plan. And once we find an issue, we do there is a root cause analysis done over there, and there we have 2 different methods: fishbone analysis and 5 whys. The other plan that we plan we did as part of the PMP exercise was the procurement management plan, where do we have source selection criteria. We do have different kinds of scopes, that is variable scopes, fixed scope as well as time and material. Inside variable scope, we have cost plus fixed fee, cost plus fixed fee and an incentive along with it. And the last one was along with the award fee. Fixed scope has got something like a fixed firm price contract, fixed firm incentive, price contract plus an incentive fee, and in fixed price economic price adjustment. Going to once the source selection criteria is done, we make into a procurement statement of work. Then there's a flow over there. It goes into bidding and then goes into a bidders conference. And then we have a request for information, request for quotation, request for proposal. Then goes into a negotiation phase and an agreement is done. Then the next plan that we discussed was about scope management plan, where we collected the requirements from our requirement documentation, and we also managed them into a requirement traceability metrics. Moreover, having more information details of the requirements. Then we filter them using Moscow. We do have product requirements as well as project requirements, and project requirements goes into a project scope, which is further divided into work breakdown structure, which does have a code of account and a WS dictionary. And the project scope is then baselined, and if there's any change to be done, a CR needs to be agreed up with the CCP. And then we go into validating the scope, which is done by the internal team. And once it's accepted, it goes into an accepted deliverable. And if it is rejected, it goes into a CR. Then we do have schedule management plan. Here we do have a schedule baseline, and based on the work packages, there is an activity list, which does have a relationship that is finish to start, start to start, finish to finish, and start to finish. And we do have an attribute list and milestone list along with it. We do have estimation technique over here. We do around analogous parametric, bottom up, and 3-point estimation, which has 3-point as well as 6 Sigma over there. And then there is a schedule compression technique over
Time's
here,
up.
which is crashing and fast tracking.
Lindsay, time's up, time's up, time's
Okay.
up.
Thank
Very
you.
well articulated, and I loved it. And I really, really loved it. Very well done, guys. Every single one of you did an awesome job. I loved it. To be put in a plain words, I loved it. Like every group that moved forward, that group made it even better and better. Don't choose your team and put in the comment which one you think was the best. Don't choose your team. Don't no cheating. 4, okay, 3, 4, 3, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 5, 5, 5. This is how important. 1, somebody put 1, 3. So what does this shows you? This shows you one and only one thing, that every single one of you has done an awesome job, and I am really proud of you how you did it.